Hi, I'm Julie Simmonds with Creative Integrity Marketing Group. I am a guest blogger here on mombiz.com, and I want to do my first blog entry with video because we were talking about video on Mombiz Mondays, Twitter party on Monday night. So bear with me. This is my first entry. I am a marketing consultant. I help small businesses discover, create, and market their brand online and offline. And I've been doing this for about 12 years now, and have lots of experience in various medias as well as working with small business. So I am in the process of creating a new marketing company that's a virtually based marketing group called Creative Integrity Marketing Group, and I am building a team of high quality creative professionals to serve your needs in bringing the best messaging and marketing strategies to your business. Basically, what I want to talk about today is marketing strategy and how often we miss that point with strategy in our small business. We're often just so busy running around and trying to make a sale or trying to serve a customer or handle a complaint. Then if you're a mom business owner, you've got the kids and the household and the husband. So marketing tends to kind of get on the back burner a lot of times, but it is incredibly important to bring business in. For lead generation purposes, but also to keep your customers and retain them and keep them involved in your brand and your product offerings. So in developing a strategy, a lot of people, they're just kind of lost because it's such a big job. There's, product development. You've got your brand to think about. You've got all the messaging behind it. You've got the locations. Like what points are you going to be accessible to the clientele that you're serving? And your price points, are they going to be good for the group that you're actually marketing to? Are they going to be competitive in the marketplace? So there's so much to think about when talking about marketing strategies. Basically, I want you to think about the last time that you bought a car. I know that the last time I bought a car, it was several years ago. Our old car was about 10 years old. I'd driven it for quite a while. It really just broke down in the middle of a highway at 6:30 in the morning on the way to work. And I was lucky enough that a guy, I didn't have a cell phone at the time, so this guy stopped over and gave me the cell phone because it was literally in the middle of nowhere. And I could call a tow company to come and get me. So I told my husband, I'm like, yeah, we're definitely going to need to get a new vehicle. And which we knew. So we had been kind of, thinking about it and trying to, figure out what kind of vehicle we were going to get. I wanted to get a bigger vehicle. We have two dogs. We had a small child, and all the child gear that you have to bring along in the car. And I just drove a little Hyundai Elantra, and I wanted to bump it up to an SUV or a sedan. So we had a bit of a discussion about that. My husband just wanted to get something cheap and economical, but I really wanted something that was a little bit larger, a little more comfortable, a little more fun to drive. And so we set out on our adventure to find a new vehicle. So I hop online and start, looking at the consumer reports, the prices, what the safety records, all those little things that are important to me. Mostly the safeties was really, really important to me. And then also the feeling, of the car, the actual, is it roomy? Is it feel good to sit in it? And that's a really important thing for me. So I have to definitely test drive quite a few vehicles. So we go from dealership to dealership to dealership. Basically went to every dealership in town and, tried out all these different vehicles that I was interested in. And we end up back into the Hyundai dealership. where I proceeded to, try out their sedan and their larger vehicles. And my husband kept telling me, no, we're going to get the another Elantra. That's it's affordable. It's good on gas, and I'm like, well, I didn't like it because it was such a small car. But the salesman piped up and said, it's been redesigned. So why don't you try it out? So I was like, okay. So I got in it, and what do you know? It felt great. It felt like it was comfortable. They made it a little roomier. There was more room in the trunk for all the baby gear, and I was like, okay, well, I think this is it. But my husband didn't try it. He didn't even hop in and give it a whirl. He's just like, yeah, I don't care. All I care about is price and gas mileage. So we buy the car. End of story, right? The point of that story was, I want you to think about all of the processes that you go through as a consumer, and think about what strategies you use to buy. And as a business owner, often what we can do is think about all of the strategies that a consumer goes through, or that your consumer goes through, and find different points throughout their processes of considering the buy, whether it's something, bigger ticket item or even a smaller ticket item. There is still a strategy that's involved in buying. I know, if I'm going to buy, a piece of clothing or something, I want to touch it and feel it and try it on. Which is why I don't normally buy clothes on the internet. But a lot of things that I do buy on the internet would be, things that I've already used before, or that I know have already tried out, or I just, it might be a gadget for the kitchen that, I've heard a lot of great things about, and I'm just going to, purchase it online and have it shipped in. So there's a lot of different strategies that we can go through as a consumer, and put those into place as the business owner, and say, okay, how can I meet the needs of this consumer throughout the buying process, and convert them into a final sale? And basically, you're going to match your actions and your messaging to that consumer's thought patterns. So let's say you already have a consumer, you brought them in on your first offer, on a sale maybe for your product, and they were happy, but they haven't come back yet. So one thing you can do is start getting all of the people in your database who've not come back to you, or it's just been a one-off sale, and start thinking, okay, what can I do, or what can I offer? What is something that they're looking for? You can do surveys, you can do interviews, find out what that consumer needs, what they need to help, what information they need to have to help in the process of buying. So that is how you can start building out your marketing strategies. I always recommend, and that's the first place I always do or go to, is doing my research. And I love to do consumer research. Research on your current buyers, of potential buyers, doing surveys or focus groups or interviews to get that information, that hard data, and then turn it into great messaging. And maybe it's repackaging your product, or redoing your price points, or repackaging the actual offer, so that you can keep them back, retained into your business, and even attract new customers. Well, I hope this was helpful for you, and let me know. You can email me at julie@chickachew.com if you have any questions, or you'll see me on Facebook, Julie Bird Simmonds, Simmonds, or my Twitter handle is at Julie L. Simmonds. That's JulielSimmonds, and I'm also on Google+. So you can find me just about anywhere and everywhere online. And I would love to answer any questions that you have, or you can put something in the comments below, and I will be sure to get back to you. Thanks.